All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? Talk this boxing this fine morning. What's happening with everybody? DJ OC. Do I have it on here? I gotta have it on here. Yeah, I do. Stuck on automatic, man. Go subscribe to my man DJ OC in the building over there at the Parlor of East Wheaton. I was listening to the music this weekend, man. What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Y'all hit that subscribe button over there to my other channel, over there. What's going on, Chris Brooks? Will Wright in the building. What's going on? Cadillac 634 in the dough. Keith Pierre in the building. What's going on? Mike Rhyme. DJ OC. What's good? That's my brother from another mother right there, man. Riding since we've been cool since the days of Under Rules. What's going on? Mike Cardenas in the building. Jay Milts, what's happening? Alan Killen in the building. Stone Alone with the love in the chat. What's happening, brother? Yes, sir. Jay Mills said, happy Rise and Shine for 9 in the chat. Been missing y'all lately. Great weekend of boxing. I'm still catching up. Yes, sir. Actually, I'm going to watch some of these fights today. I got to watch that one of them fights today. Stone Alone, be easy in the building. What's going on? Hunter Young. Thomas Hill. Yes, sir, man. He said, I caught yesterday's show, and oh, man, Fanon, you came with that fire when you said Judah needed to take that apple cider vinegar, get help get the hate out your system. Oh, man, he was on one yesterday, man. I don't know what was going on with King Judy yesterday. I hope he comes back, man, because I had to time him out because I was about to flip. What's going on, Copper Aborigines? Christopher Brown in the building. Chillville, what's good? Asante L. Alexander Lyles, what's going on, man? Rocco McBride, Thomas Hill. Keys to the Game, Boxing Channel, King of the Blues. What's going on, man? Thomas Hill, what's going on? Alkaline Water, what's going on, man? Sundown Legend. Canelo is getting a fat bag. Doesn't matter if he fights bums. What difference does that make to me? That he's getting a fat bag and all he's doing is fighting bums. What good does that do me? What good does that do me? You know what I mean? What good does that do me? Yeah, he's getting a lot of money. So what? What good does that do me? I'm not getting any of that money he's getting. Okay. Now I will talk. What's going to everybody else in the chat, man? What's going on with everybody else in the chat? Monday effort. What's going on, my man? How you feeling? Naughty Dread in the building. Fast Lane Jones. G-Man. What's good with you, sir? I'm here for boxing as always. What's going on with you, man? Sundown the Legend said, what's good with Lil Billy Haney? Lil Billy Haney. I don't know, man. I'm sure he's out there doing well. I hope he's doing really well. Hope he's blessed in his life, man, as he is blessed in his life. I wish nothing but the best for him. Yildirim is his only questionable opponent. Really? Amir Khan is not a questionable opponent, Bradley Savage? Amir Khan, James Kirkland, Rocky Fielding. You don't think those are questionable? A 90-year-old Gennady Golovkin? Nah, man. The issue with Canelo is who he's not fighting. And I'm not going to let that go, man. I have a memory. I do it. He need to fight Jermall Charlo. He needs to fight David Benavidez. He needs to fight Demetrius Andrade. Those are the guys that are in his weight class, that are his size, that are the best fighters around there. Those are the guys he needs to fight. You all want to erase Jermall Charlo. You want to erase Demetrius Andrade and act like David Benavidez does not exist. Those are the people that are his contemporary. Well, Andrade and Charlo are his contemporaries, and they are both still undefeated. And they both won championships in multiple divisions. And you guys want to see a fight with John Ryder? Nah, man. Nah, man. Call it like it is. Those are gaping holes in their in their resumes. Those are my big time minuses on his resume. sitting around there and not fighting those guys when he has more than the ability to do it. You're just a garbage fighter. You just want payday. Brantley Savage, shut up. I'm not in the meeting to talk. Those guys were champs or man, stop it. Man, ain't nobody buys that garbage, man. You sell that garbage somewhere else. Okay? You go sell that garbage somewhere else. There were champions. Yeah, if you want to pick and choose your accolades, ooh, here's a vulnerable fighter, but he did win a belt. He did win a belt at lightweight. You're right. Oh, let me fight this guy. He did. Now, he may be completely shot to bricks, like James Kirkland. He may be completely shot, but hey, man, he was a former champion. Oh, Amir Khan, yeah, I mean, he may have gotten knocked out cold by Danny Garcia and lost fights at 140, but yeah, he's a former world champion. Man, ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Canelo needs to fight those guys. Hey, keep Mike Kirkland in the building with that support. Thank you, says some support for the grind. Thank you, brother. Anyway, Bradley Savage, not interested in it, man. You can talk all that nonsense you want to talk about. I don't care. Okay? Here were their champs or former champs and current scrubs. You can fight Rocky Fielding, but you can't find a way to fight. You can fight Rocky Fielding, and you can't fight David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a former champion. Jermall Charlo is a current champion. Demetrius Andrade is a current champion. Well, he's not. He's a former champion in 2 divisions. But you're just going to act like they're not there. You just want to act like they're not there. Because he goes fight somebody else that somebody gave a belt to. Even though nobody's confused that those are the best fighters. They're not the best fighters. You know and I know. You and I both know that Callum Smith is not the best 168. No, he's not. We both know that Billy Joe Saunders is not that. Is not that. Anyway, Benavidez lost his belt on the scale. Let me tell you something, bro. You're on timeout. I'm not interested in your stupidity. Shut up. Shh. It's too early for dumb. It's too early for dumb. Okay? Shh. First of all, there's nothing funny about losing. He lost his belt on the scale. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. What's so funny, man? Like, what's so funny? Your emojis exploded on you. There's nothing funny about what you said. But it's just so obvious it's funny. Nah. Anyway, Canelo's resume is 10 times better than Spence. EJ, let me tell you something. I could care less. So what? He's still not fighting anybody. He turned down an Errol Spence fight. He's still not fighting anybody. Still not fighting anybody. He's a way better resume. Do you get to eat his resume? Are you some kind of kind of trippy dude that like grabs the lotion and goes run the box rec? Look at his box rec. Look at his box rec. Look at his box rec. Yeah, they let me out the crazy house. Yep. Look at his box rec. Oh. I thought you don't want to see fights? Oh, and I'm sorry. No, Errol Spence has a better resume than Terrence Crawford. Errol has a better resume than Canelo Alvarez. Sorry. He has a better one. Just so you know. He has a better resume. Would anybody like to challenge me on the fact that he has a better resume than Canelo Alvarez does? I'll be more than happy to prove my point to you. He has a better one. Thor, you got to go because we know that name Thor. That's some Nordic. That's like a Nordic god. So you're off on that. You're off on all that craziness. But no, Errol has a better resume than Canelo. No, Steven, he doesn't have a better resume. He has a worse one. No, he has a worse one. He has a worse resume. Would you like me to prove it brand new? I will prove it. Canelo Alvarez has 2 positive tests for steroids. Boom goes your resume. You're a cheater. Pop goes your resume. Sorry. Right there. Now, if you would like to show me that Errol Spence Jr. tested positive for steroids, if you would like to show me that he popped dirty, then okay, let me know. Anybody? Anybody? Anybody want to talk? Yeah, brand new. Thank you. He's got a positive. He got suspended for juicing. His resume is worse than Errol's. Errol never had that happen. When you want to get a job, you know what they run? They look for your CV and then they do a credit check. They'll run a credit check on you. Credit check. A credit check. When they look at your credit and they see, oh, suspended for performance enhancing, okay. Suspended for PEDs. Oh, okay, well, you're a cheater. So, yeah, there you go. When Canelo retires, that's going to be on his resume. That's what people are going to say. Jay Mills said, Fanon, is there any current champ who has beaten 3 or more champs in their current division other than Errol? Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor. But not, yeah, Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, I do believe, he won like the IBF, and then he got another one off Regis Prograis in a unification, and then he got 2 belts off of Jose Ramirez. So yeah, it would be Josh Taylor did that. Let me see anybody else do that. I don't know. Did Monster Inoue do it? Somebody got to go look at Monster Inoue and see if Monster Inoue beat 3. Monster Inoue may have beaten 3 too. Monster Inoue may have beaten 3. Not sure, but he may have beaten 3. Somebody can go check that. But no, Errol did it. Errol did it, and Jose and Josh Taylor did it. With maybe it was Kylie Relic. He may have beaten. I can't remember the first one. Like Kylie. Joey, no, he's not. He tested positive. Yeah, he did. He tested positive. So you add that. But anyway you want to cut it. If you don't count his performance enhancing, so what? Nobody said Canelo Alvarez wasn't a Hall of Famer. And I never said he wasn't a good fighter. I just called him a duck. Just called him a duck. But I don't think that he's had more good wins. What are his good wins? Yeah, Jermell did 3 times. Yeah, Jermell did 3 as well. Yeah, Jermell did 3. Yep, Jermell too. Yep, Jermell. Good point. I mean, who's he beaten? He beat Gennady Golovkin. What other good wins does he have? Let me know. Who's the other big win for him? Let me know. He didn't lose to Floyd. There's that too. He also didn't lose at 154 to a featherweight. There's that. He also didn't get a gift out of Erislandy Lara. And he didn't lose to Bivol. So I don't know, man. What's his good wins? He's got several questionable wins, several losses. I don't know, man. I think you're going off how much money he made. And the weight divisions that he cherry-picked. Because he cherry-picked 175. He definitely cherry-picked 175. And he definitely cherry-picked 168. 160, not so much. What about Miguel Cotto, man? Miguel Cotto was like 90 years old, man. Stop. Nobody, man, I'm nobody giving Canelo any credit, any extra credit for beating Miguel Cotto and Shane Mosley. Stop. That's ridiculous. Okay? That's ridiculous. You might as well let Errol Spence Jr. go fight Miguel Cotto right now. As old as Miguel Cotto was, and as small as Miguel Cotto is. Miguel Cotto is a 140 pounder. He's a 140 pounder. He's also, you know what I'm saying? Also, Shane Mosley's a lightweight and old, and both of them were old. He might as well have fought Tito Trinidad. No, Floyd, first of all, I think Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter. Let me be very, very clear. I think Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter. And I think he's had an absolutely excellent career. However, he's definitely the king of the cherry pick. Any way you cut it. He cherry picks belts. Nobody else really has the ability to do that. He cherry picks belts. I can tell you that he never fought the best person in his division, with the exception maybe of 160. He wasn't the best at 154 because he lost. What do you mean? You mean the guy lost to Bivol? You mean the guy lost to Bradley Savage? You want him to get credit for the guy that beat him pillar to post? What about Bivol? Bivol beat the brakes off of him. What you bringing up Bivol for? What you bringing up Bivol, the greatest cherry pick gone wrong of the decade? Oh, we know about the rehydration clauses. Also, he has rehydration clauses. He also has clauses where somebody's not even allowed to have their own trainer, like they did with James Kirkland, and wouldn't let James Kirkland work with his trainer. Yeah, we'll fight you, but you can't work with Ann Wolfe. But look, man, bottom line for nine, Bradley needs to take some apple cider vinegar to get that help, to get that hate out of his heart. I'm going to tell you why they do. I'm going to tell you why they do that. I like Stanley Sims said, I think I like Bivol too. He's a great fighter. I don't know if he's a great fighter or not. I don't know whether or not Dimitri Bivol is a great fighter or not. I believe he's a good fighter. I don't know if he's a great fighter or not. Let's see what happens when he fights, when David Benavidez moves up, and when he fights Beterbiev. I'm not giving him all of that for beating Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him all that, man. I'm telling you, I think Canelo's washed. I've been thought Canelo was washed. So I'm not giving Bivol all that for Canelo and Jose Ramirez, and Zurdo Ramirez, excuse me, and Zurdo. I'm not giving him all of that for that. I think he's a very good fighter, but we'll see what happens when he fights Beterbiev, and we'll see what happens if and when he fights David Benavidez. Then I'll know. But Canelo Alvarez is over the hill, man. That's the truth of the matter. And I've been telling you that. When he went back down and he fought Gennady Golovkin, dude, he did not look good against Gennady Golovkin. Canelo Alvarez is over it, bro. I'm telling you, he's over the hill. And he's been over it for a while. The man's got 60 fights. Man's got 60 fights. But dude, don't get me wrong, he's had a great career, man. You want to do this stuff about talking about Errol. Let me tell you something, man. You can talk about Errol all you want. You can talk about Terrence Crawford. You can talk about Gary Russell Jr. You can talk about any fight, Rigondeaux. You can talk about whoever you want to talk about. What's that got to do with Canelo? What's going on, Everything Boxing? Let me bust you out a little bit here, Mr. Clown. Before I throw you out. Okay, I'm going to tell you what you guys do. This right here, where'd it go? This is called, where'd it go? Where'd you go? Jason Voorhees, I'm not interested in talking about that. Who is greater, Canelo or Pacquiao? I don't know. I'm not talking about that. Like, you guys want to say, well, he's greater than Errol. Not interested in it, man. Dude, look, King, man. King. I know it's you, okay? I'm sure. Let me go see King. That sounds like it's probably your real name, too. I got it, brother. You want to insult me? I got it. You want to insult me, King? I got it. Yes, you are King. You're just one that you didn't get blocked on. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, King. See you later. See what I said? That's why you and I, when you beg to be my friend, please, can I be your friend? Please, can I be your friend? I told you no. Go away. Not interested in talking to you. Can we bury the hatchet? Only if it's in your neck. Okay? That's the only way. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get back to this. I don't want to do that. I want to talk about what I want to talk about, which is Canelo Alvarez's cherry picking with Demetrius Andrade, Jermell Charlo, and David Benavidez. Those are the people that I want to know whether or not Canelo is better than them or not. Because the fact of the matter is Canelo is not a welterweight. Canelo Alvarez is not a welterweight. So Canelo Alvarez couldn't fight any of these guys. And Errol Spence Jr. is not a 168 pounder. So he's not fighting any of these guys. Even though I have a suspicion that if Errol Spence Jr. was a 168 pounder, you all would be making excuses about why he's not done enough. He's never been undisputed. You know what I mean? You'd be making excuses for him if he was up there. I'm here for the boxing. What's going on, brother? Much love in that super chat. And believe you me, this is coming from somebody that was a Canelo Alvarez fan. I actually like Canelo. I like Terrence Crawford. You all just think because I'm going to tell you the truth, and the truth ain't pretty, that for some reason I don't like them. Dude, I like Canelo Alvarez. I thought I was riding with Canelo Alvarez. But my goodness gracious, how many years can you do it? Come on, man. Gennady Golovkin 2 was a long time ago. It was a long time ago and many weight classes ago. He was in the pros the same time. He's the same age as Jamal and Demetrius Andrade. It's been a long time. And he's not going to fight him. And you guys don't care. Talking about the best fighting the best. All you guys do is just act like they're not any good with your little corny questions. Well, what have they done? Won all their fights. But who did they fight? Everybody they put in front of them. I'm here for the boxing, says Salute for 9 in the chat. Yes, sir, brother. Hey, what's your Rise podcast? What's your thoughts on Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, too? That Katie Taylor's going to win again? Especially if they do that over there in the UK, that Katie Taylor's going to win again. And because she's going to shoe shine. She's got 2-minute rounds and she's going to shoe shine. She's going to throw a bunch. She's going to just throw a bunch of dust busters at her. You know what I mean? She's going to take out her dust buster and do this a bunch of times and score points. And Amanda Serrano's going to be hitting her with really big shots. And eventually, then they're going to score the round for Amanda Serrano. They're going to score it for Katie Taylor. Dude, I saw Katie Taylor lose. Let me tell you, this is how I knew old girl was good. Alyssa Bumgardner. The woman that beat Alyssa Bumgardner also beat Katie Taylor, in my opinion. Also beat Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor moved up a weight class and fought the same girl. Let me pull up her name. Hold on a second. At super featherweight. Christina Ladartu beat her. And she moved up. Watch this. She moved up 2 weight classes. She moved after she beat Alyssa Baumgardner at super featherweight. She moved up to super lightweight. Fought Katie Taylor at super lightweight. Go watch that fight with Katie Taylor and Christine the Greek, that black Greek chick, black chick from Greece. Go watch that fight. I scored the Katie. I thought Katie Taylor lost that fight. But she can shoe shine. She shoot a lot of shoe shining. That's why we need to support our women boxing over there. I'm just saying, hey man, look, they can do what they want to do. I'm okay. Look, man, I got a lot of respect for all of them. No doubt. Congratulations to women's boxing. And Eddie Hearn is doing an excellent job of women's boxing. If they can get that money over there in the UK and they can have big crowds in the UK for women's boxing, they just got to go over there and go beat them girls. They just got to beat them. They just got to go beat them. That's what they got to do. They got to go beat them. Errol Spence facing the best. He ducked Bud and only B-class Ugas, Porter, and Danny. 2 fights in 4 years. Jimmy the dummy. Man, what's wrong with you, man? You literally are calling Ugas B-class, Porter B-class, and Danny Garcia B-class fighters? How many B-class fighters do you know that are unified champions who are 2 weight division champions? How many B-class fighters you know win multiple world championships in the same division? How many B-class fighters you know that do that? And Ugas being a B-class fighter, okay. Like he was a world champion, but he's a B-class fighter. That's very, very easy to do. Very easy to do. Call them B-class fighters when it's all over with. Black Stars, he was ducking them beforehand, though. Just so you know. These guys were, before they became B-class fighters after he beat them, they were champions that he was ducking before that. Right? He was ducking them before that. And then after he wins, they become B-class fighters. They're monsters beforehand that are going to beat him because we don't know if he doesn't have it left. He was in a car accident. Danny Garcia is going to beat him. But then after he comes out of his car accident and he beats Danny Garcia, then he becomes a B champion. Also, what is this stuff about you guys keep doing with this? He fought only once a year. So what? I'm still trying to figure this out. What difference does it make as far as him being a quality level fighter if he doesn't fight 4 times a year? Terrence Crawford has fought 2 times in 2 years. Does that mean he's not a good fighter? Because he didn't take a fight? You guys find some real weird way of stealing people's victories. That's why I don't like you. I don't like you guys, you BoxRec guys. You guys are, shout out to Rick Timms. But you guys don't look at what's going on in the ring. You look at what's on BoxRec. Well, look what he did. He was a world champion and he fought 3 times last year. And then he fought 3 times last year, and then he goes in there and he's going to get knocked out. And he gets knocked out by a guy that only fought once. Why? Because he's not as good a fighter. What's going on, bitch? What's going on, Benson Hedges? How you feeling this morning, man? He's right. There's not many A-class. That's not right, brand new. There's a lot of A-class fighters. You just are confusing an A-plus fighter. You're just confusing the best fighters and saying that they're the only ones that are A's. Do you know what an A is in school? It's 90% or better. It's 90% or better. That's an A. There's a difference between somebody that is just because Floyd Mayweather Jr. is Floyd Mayweather Jr., but that does not mean that Miguel Cotto is not an A level fighter because he can't beat Floyd. You guys just make up stuff. Oh, they're a B-class fighter. They're a C-class fighter. Some of these guys are, like Yildirim. Yildirim is not a world. Those UK dudes are domestic level fighters. But the only way that you'll know that is if you know what you're looking at in a ring, not based off who they fight. And I'm going to tell you how you know this, because they keep getting these journeyman Mexicans, and journeyman Argentine fighters going over there and beating them on a regular basis. That tells you what level of fighting is over there. If you're the best fighter coming out of Baltimore, or you're the best fighter coming out of the state of Michigan, more than likely you're an A-level fighter, because that's the level of fighters, that's the level of opposition that you have in gyms. I don't believe any of you have to convince me that those UK dudes are A-plus level fighters. They keep running up on guys and losing. Tell me I'm lying. Getting questionable decisions and running up on guys and losing. But anyway, I'm seriously, what happens to him? You just wait around for him to lose. You guys were sitting there telling me, people were on Twitter telling me that Josh Warrington was the number one featherweight. And then he turns around and loses to Lara twice. A journeyman. Then he turns around and loses to a journeyman. And then another journeyman. Hey, Incel, much love in that Cash App, brother. Thank you, brother, for that support. I think you can see it over here. That $10 holler from Incel. Thank you, brother, for that support, man. And thank you to everybody that supports in the Super Chats and the Cash App. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Sean Porter let Buddy Duck and Crawford win that fight because they're homies. And to get back at Errol Spence Jr., I don't know about that, man. I think, first of all, Terrence Crawford's an excellent fighter. You guys ain't going to shake me off Terrence Crawford being an excellent fighter. He did duck, though. He did duck. He does funny business. He ducked and he did funny business. I think those are undisputable facts. The quality of fighter that he is, on the other hand, excellent fighter. Yeah, he ducked, but he's an excellent fighter. I still maintain he's an excellent fighter. I just got to call, just like Canelo. Canelo's an excellent fighter. Just a duck. The difference between Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford is that the difference between Errol and Canelo is that Canelo's a duck. You're speculating, counselor. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Sustained. Yes, I am. Yes, I am speculating. Yes, I am speculating. I'm speculating something heavy on that one. You got me. You got that right, brother. I'm speculating. He said, at least you can admit it. Dude, I'll admit it. Man, let me tell you, man, why not admit it? I'm trying to tell you why not admit it. You guys, awesome. Like, why not admit it, bro? There's a reason, there's a saying out there. It's called, you know that word, that saying, tell the truth, shame the devil? That's real. Tell the truth. Fanon, you still haven't told me how you know Bud is a great fighter. Fahim, I don't know that he's a great fighter. I am speculating on his greatness. I just admitted that. But it has not been proven that he is not one. So since it has not been proven that he is not one, I am going to give that man his credit. Okay? But first of all, you cannot become a champion in 3 weight divisions and become an undisputed champion without being a very, very good fighter. Okay? I just don't believe that can happen. Unless you're Canelo. Well, they will move heaven and earth to get you some easy UK dude. Man, unless it's a weight class currently dominated by the UK, I don't think you can do it because they keep them UK dudes with belts. They keep those UK dudes with belts so they can get that money. So they can get that UK money. Other than that, bro, look, man, Canelo's resume is way better than Bud's. Look, man, I already said I think Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. I believe Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. So you're not getting me on that. What's going on, Trogoon? Good and great is not the same. Look, man, you guys are not going to get me out there on Bud like that. Okay? I am sticking with what I know. I will tell you Bud is a duck because he ducked. Okay? I don't want to hear none of y'all. I don't know none of y'all one-way thinkers. My way or the highway thinkers think that I'm a one-way, my way or the highway thinker. I don't roll like that. Terrence Crawford is most definitely a duck. Without a doubt, 100% duck Errol. Okay? No doubt. He definitely was on some shady business. Even though now I think people may have been lying on him. Okay? So to me, has not demonstrated to me that he is the best negotiator in the world. You know what I mean? Little shady on the business practices. But that's okay. I know people that are shady on business practices. There's levels to your shadiness on business practices. You know what I mean? But so I'll give you I think those things are true. However, I'm not going to say the man can't fight, man. Brand new. So I have a question. Was Sean Porter a B class or an A class fighter, even though he's a sure Hall of Famer? Brand new. Look, man. The man, first of all, I don't even need to give you that category. I'm not even going to use your categorization for that. Okay, the man won a world championship, the IBF welterweight world championship, and he won the WBC world championship. Okay? I don't know what else you need. He's now retired. What do you think? He gave Errol Spence Jr. a great fight. He was beating Bud until he got caught, and his dad threw in the towel unexplicably. Look, man, what you want me to say? I'm not going to say that Sean Porter's he's a B fighter. Yeah. Well, there's all kind of guys. Oh, yeah, for sure. 9 out of 10 fighter, 10, every 10 fighters, there's one better than Sean Porter. Caught or winked at his dad. Hey, man, I'm not putting that on them, man. I don't do that, man. I don't do that. Hey, T. Orlando Pearson, I'm a public figure. He's a public figure. Oh, no, it doesn't work that way. I don't like you, T. Orlando. I like you. I respect you, though. Anyway, Terrence fought Sean. You need help. I need help with what? You are a public figure. I am not a public figure. Anyway, not the wink. Yeah. Man, come on, man. He's a B fighter. Come on, man. Why don't you get a man? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You guys acting like that man is Josecito Lopez. You acting like that man is Josecito Lopez. That man ain't Josecito Lopez. What happened here? Where'd my wife go? Where my son going? What's this? Everybody taking my car. Anyway, I told you there was some BS in the game the week before the fight. That's why I bet on Buzz stopping Porter. Hey, look, man. I do think there's funniness in boxing for sure. I do think that there's funniness in boxing for sure. But let's get off this subject again, man. Hold on one second, man. I think I missed one of the rare super chats. Thank y'all for y'all support, man. I think I missed a blue, and I did. T. Orlando Pearson said, "Name Duck's signature win." I'll wait. Diggy. Don't have one. He doesn't have one. He doesn't have one. Can't lie about that one. Doesn't have one. He's never been in a big fight. Really? I mean, yes, that doesn't mean he's a B-level fighter because he doesn't have a signature win. I mean, come on, man. Just because he doesn't have a big fight, that doesn't mean he's a B fighter, you know? Man, Gamboa, man, I ain't counting no Gamboa. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. What is this? This dude is just... Man, this dude is just rolling out with my car like, what are you doing with my car? How are you just going to take my car? Ricky Burns was an A-level fighter. Hey, man, look, bro. Y'all thought Fanah was going to be cocky. Look, man, I'm just trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell the truth to you as I see it. You're not going to get me to dump on Bud like that. I think Bud is an excellent fighter, man. That's what I believe. And it is my belief because no, he doesn't have a fixed signature win, bro. Tell me how Crawford going to be undisputed without fighting Spence. At least that's what he said. He's not going to be undisputed without fighting Spence. He was already undisputed. His signature win was Julius Ndungo. He did not have to fight. See, I understand what you're saying, man. Okay. But it's just not going to get me out there and say this man is not a good fighter. I'm not going to do it because I don't believe that to be true. That's not what I see. When I look at Terrence Crawford, I see a very good fighter with a shaky chin. That's it. I see a very good fighter with a little bit of a shaky chin. Ricky Burns had already got beat up by Ray Beltran, who got robbed. Hey, Sean Clark in the building. He said, "Little color in the chat, OG. Salute to all my good people in the chat." Thank you, Sean Clark. Thank you for supporting the chat, man. Thank you for supporting the chat, bro. What is this? Hold on, man. How does that even work, bro? Anyway, hit that like button. Yes, sir. He said it in the Ward interview. He wanted undisputed, but in the same breath said he's not fighting Spence. Yeah, I mean, he may want undisputed, but he ain't getting undisputed he's not getting undisputed without fighting Spence. Because it's going to take him too long. How are you going to get your hands on Jaron Ennis? Those belts are about to get broken up. Those belts are going to get broken up, and they're going to get broken up to the PBC. So I don't even understand how he's going to do that. There's no route for undisputed for him. Because he's going to have to fight Jaron Ennis, and he's not going to do that. I doubt very much he fights Virgil Ortiz because I don't believe, even though I don't think Virgil Ortiz is going to get it. I don't believe Virgil Ortiz is actually going to get that WBA super belt. I don't believe it. But it would make sense if he did because that means he wouldn't have a mandatory. Bud is already frozen out. Yeah, man, look, dude. Bud is bad business, man, for sure. That man is bad business for sure. Like, dude, there's some guys, dude, like, man, for real. Like, you guys got, like, he's got the reputation, his reputation is got to be trash for negotiations. Like, who, and then you're going to go with Oscar De La Hoya, who got dog is, oh my God, fuck. Excuse my language. Ugh. I have no idea why certain people put stuff up. Anyway, name a Spence signature win that wasn't a washed up shell of themselves with a popular name. Facts over fiction. Kell Brook. Kell Brook and Yordanis Ugas. And Danny Garcia. And Sean Porter. All of them. All of them. All of them. Mikey Garcia, too. All of them. All of them. Kell Brook was not a shell of himself. Sean Porter was the WBC champion and had just beaten Danny Garcia, was not a shell of himself. Danny Garcia was not a shell of himself, still isn't a shell of himself. Yordanis Ugas ain't a shell of himself. That man hadn't lost a fight. He beat Sean Porter. Some people said he beat Sean Porter. You may say that about Lamont Peterson. You may be able to say that about Lamont Peterson. But you guys are bugging, man, on all of that. You guys are bugging on all that. But whatever, keep hating on Errol. Like I said, Errol is the new scapegoat. Everything is Errol's fault. Errol, the best aren't fighting the best, even though Errol went and got 3 belts from 3 different people. And he's not fighting the best. How do you go and get 3 belts off 3 people? 3 belts off 3 people. And you're not, and they're the best people in the division. And you're not fighting the best. How does that work? Even Canelo at 168 fought only one guy that was at that division is the guy that he didn't fight, is David Benavidez. David Benavidez was the best in that division. I wouldn't have had a problem. I didn't have a problem with him fighting. The problem was that he moved up to 168 not to fight the best at 160. That's the problem with Canelo. The Canelo's problem is not even really and truly who he fought. The problem is who he didn't fight. You know what I mean? Sean Clark, again, thank you, brother, for that support, man. The problem with Canelo is who he didn't fight. And he has the opportunity to fight him. So it ain't like people were done. Like, it isn't a Canelo. It's not a situation like Errol where the guy refused to fight him. Canelo is the one refusing to fight them. I just think they should all just get together and fight each other. And then maybe if I feel like it, I'll fight the winner. Why do they all want to fight me? That type of stuff is the problem with Canelo because of Canelo's mouth. 3 belts off 3 champions in the deepest division in the last 2 decades. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. But he's the one that's not fighting the best because somebody turned the fight down with him. And then that's what I'm telling you. When you guys try to treat things like, oh, it's a 50-50 thing. It's both guys. That's my only beef with Andre Ward. Man, some things are not 50-50, man. Some things are not 50-50, bro. Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, Everything Boxing in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the great Everything Boxing. Say respect to the great platform, holding it down, grinding every day. It's not easy. Nah, man, it ain't easy, brother. I appreciate you, Everything Boxing. Thank you for that support, man. And I'm sorry for being out of character that day, man. I flipped a little bit. But y'all do good work, man. No doubt about it. And for real. You ain't, man. We need to holler sometime. We need to holler off the grid one time. So I can really break it down for you. Brand New says Spence can't help some guys don't want to fight him. It's not like this the first time Errol has encountered this. Errol has literally been ducked at one point or another by everybody in that weight division, with the exception of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is the only one in that division. What's going on, Oma's Boxing Conversation? What's going on, brother? How you feeling? The only person I think that did not duck Errol Spence Jr. at one point in time was Danny Garcia. That's it. Everybody else slid out. Everybody else slid out. Shoot, Kell Brook tried to slide out, tried to get cute and go to 160 and put up a good fight until that eye went pop. Then he fought Errol. Sean Porter wouldn't fight him at a point in time. Obviously, Keith Thurman wouldn't fight him at a point in time. Terrence Crawford wouldn't fight him. Errol Spence Jr. was literally ducked by everybody, dang near everybody in that division. And I'm sure somebody will give me a reason. Somebody will give me a reason about why Danny Garcia ducked him, but I just don't remember. You know what I mean? Oh man, yeah, I should tell you, man. Look, bro, that was enlightening. Because that's just one angle. You saw it from one angle, I saw it from another angle. But it's the same thing. Like, I'm telling you, counterpunch boxing. That's counterpunch boxing. That is and nothing but counterpunch boxing moves. And I was like, oh, wow, okay. Wow. Okay, Buckle Up Boxing said, it's sad that Deontay Wilder came out and blatantly told everybody how he wasn't getting all his money at the end of his fights from the PBC, and you still say Crawford's not big, because that's not true. Why you Buckle Up Boxing? That's not what he said. He didn't say he wasn't getting all his money at the end of his fights. No, he didn't say that. What do you mean? Like, you guys just make stuff up. That's not what that man said. What he said was that he doesn't want is that we're going to end this waiting to get paid. That sometimes you got to wait a week. Sometimes you got to wait a month to get all your money. That's what he said. He didn't say he wasn't getting paid. What he said is he doesn't need to work anymore. He doesn't need to fight anymore because he got paid so much. How did you miss that? And watch this. It is very possible for two people to do bad business at the same time. Bud can be bad business, and so can Don King. What? First of all, let me expose this con job. I'm telling you, man, y'all try to get slick, man. First of all, Deontay Wilder never said anything, and never said that. And number two, even if he did say that, that doesn't mean Bud Crawford isn't bad business. Bud Crawford can be bad business, and somebody else can be bad business at the same time. They're not. They can be mutually exclusive. You're just trying to you're saying, well, yes, I committed robbery, but come on, he did too. Oh, he did too? Throw him in jail too. That ain't getting you out of jail because he did it too. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't pay your taxes. I'm a tax cheat. You're a tax cheat. You didn't pay your taxes. You can't tell the IRS, oh, he did it too. That's the same type of thing y'all doing with that. Canelo Alvarez been ducking multiple people, three people. Terrence got one. Bud got three. So, but you say, well, Errol didn't do anything. What does Errol got to do with Canelo? I'm talking about Canelo. What is, you think because you can excuse it? Because Monster in a way, Duck Chocolatito. What does that got to do with Canelo Alvarez? All you're doing is giving me another example of somebody else ducking. That doesn't mean that man didn't duck. I don't like the tricks, man. I don't like the tricks. You are trying to deflect and get this. Let's deflect this. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about what Errol's not doing. Like I said, Errol, the greatest scapegoat in boxing. If somebody else is ducking, well, what about Errol? Errol ain't done nothing. Errol's this and Errol's that. Look, man, I don't got no problem with what Errol's doing. And in fact, I thought Errol was doing too much. If anything, I think Errol does too much. Errol, will you go ahead and take an easy fight for me, please? Will you go take an easy fight, bro, after you get out this car accident? You just tore your retina. Can you just beat this dude up real quick, get sharp, and keep it pushing? Nah, man, I don't want nothing but the best fights. That man fought Danny Garcia off a 2-year layoff, and you're acting in a car accident, and you're acting like it was nothing. While the entire time, hey, I'm here for the boxing. Well, I'm not going to make you wait for the money. Salute. Hey, thank you. I'm here for the boxing, brother. Thank you for that support, brother. Look, Errol is good business. And Errol is like, Errol's the new scapegoat. Mickey Bay was never a PBC fighter, and Wilder never said he had to wait to get paid. Dude, he said you got to wait a week. But let me tell you what I would tell to Deontay Wilder about that. Okay? Deontay, if you have a contract with somebody else and you do work, you have to turn in an invoice. And after you get that invoice, you send them that invoice, then they pay you. If you get it and they pay you 15 days, 30 days from the receipt of their invoice. If you have a government contract and you're a business and you get done with some work, say you do some work for the military, when you get done with that work, you submit an invoice. That invoice is due 30 days. Depending on what your terms are, you may have to wait 30 days for them to pay. If you give them a discount for paying it quicker, you could say, okay, it's due 30, it's due net 15, right? If you pay a certain amount of money, we'll give you a discount if you pay in 15 days. If you have a YouTube channel, the end of the month, the month ends, you don't get paid for 21 to 25 days. That's just business. If you work in it, and even if you work at McDonald's, you still go to work for 2 weeks, don't you? Don't they pay you in arrears? They don't pay you, you don't show up at the end of the day and they pay you for the work in the end of the day. You gotta wait, you get paid every 2 weeks. And they may cut you a little bit and not pay you for a month because they're gonna take money out and be like, okay, now we're gonna pay you, we're gonna run a week behind. There's nothing unreasonable for people waiting to get paid a month. That's like, dude, that's like dang near standard operating procedure to get paid a month afterwards. You know what I mean? When you have a telephone bill, your end of your month is up, you get 15 days to pay your telephone bill. When at the end of the month, you get to the 15th to pay your bill. They don't, as soon as that month is over, the second is over, you pay them. Anyway, so I got a problem with that whole notion that people don't wait to get paid. Yes, they do. People wait to get paid. That's why you get lines of credits at banks so that you can afford to pay your payroll just in case the amount of money that you're getting from your customer, right? They don't run it. They don't run in sync. So you pay your employees every 2 weeks, but you get paid from your customer once a month. So you got to wait to get paid, but what do you have a line of credit for? So that the bank will pay them, and then you get the deposit from your accounts receivable, right? That's why all these businesses have lines of credit. Telling you, man. Hey, the dude named Dave said, salute Fanana, sent you an IG regarding your video, Dud Buck Crawford running up on fans. Keep up the good work. Okay, for sure, man. I'll check that out. Hey, man, Bubby, I don't like that. That quality is funny. A week after the pay-per-view sounds pretty quick to me. I mean, for real. Like, look, I don't know the business model. I don't know the business model on those pay-per-views, but I'm going to tell you, everywhere else in the world, if you're a 1099, dude, you're going to get paid. You invoice them at the end of the month, and then they got either 15 or 30 days to pay you. Some people will do, depending on how big it is, some people may say net 45. So, nah, bro. Nah, dude. Anyway, he mentioned he got paid as soon as he walked out. He didn't mention he get paid as soon as he walk out the ring. Now, look, if you got some shady people, then yeah, pay me. If you're in that evening, like, and you literally like going to a club or something and you're dealing in cash, man, give me my money right after the fight, right after it's over. That's depending on whether or not you trust the people. Said 25 days is like waiting on tax returns. Hey man, tax returns. Shoot. I hope I get a tax return. I gotta pay. like tax time, y'all be acting like tax time is fun. Like, man, tax time for me means like, dude, did I pay enough? Anyway, hey, Bud is embarrassing. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back to Silly Jill. Hey, thank you. Much love in that super chat too. That dude named Dave. And thank you guys for supporting in the super chats in the Cash App, brother. It really, really does mean a lot, man. Thank you guys so much for y'all support, man. But anyway, man, let's get back to this, man. Pay me as soon as the job is done and pay me all the money at one time. Depends on what you're doing. Depends on what you're doing. It depends on what you're doing. If you get if you're doing something that is a big companies and big contracts do not operate like that. The state does not pay like that. He said, exactly. Tax time ain't no fun for us, Fanon. I mean, it ain't fun at all. You know what I'm saying? It ain't fun at all. Like I had it, man. I'm like, okay, I'm about to drop another. I don't know. I think I'm going to get my taxes turned in like in the middle of March, but I'm about to drop another big payment on it just to make sure. Ooh, wee. I said, Fanon, what it do? Love down Gaither. Man, it do it, man. It do it. They be doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Man, this dude took my car. Like, man, how you going to take my car? Hold on. If you're dealing with BLK Prime, get that money up front. Hey, man, it is what it is with them. I got no more comments about that. He out of gas. Oh, man, he ain't out, man. Who's out of gas? Fanon. Oh. Hey, Rise Podcast and Fanon, that's y'all car now. Man, that man just zipped out with my man. What? Man, that man zipped out with my ride, man. I ain't trying to see that. If you nah, he ain't out of gas. My wife took one car, he took the other. I put gas in them cars, man, and both them cars is gassed up. This buckle up idiot in here trying to make it about money. Bud was a duck because Avancian had 3 belts on PBC. He would have signed up ASAP. Oh God, dog, you know that, man. Oh, so yeah, he is flexing today. He definitely likes to flex with the ride now. I'm here for boxing. Said they want that under the table. They want that under the table money. But not, yeah, you want that under the table money. That's what's up. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's definitely doing that. Man, flex your grades, man. Oh man, I got to get on this kid. I'll be on this kid about them grades. I could care less what buckle up boxing is. Let me see if it buckle up. You see, this is a difference. You're not a hater. You're just not very bright. First of all, Terrence Crawford didn't make no $10 million. You can stop all of that. Okay? First, you can stop all that. He made $10 million stuff. You can stop that. Okay? Stop it. Okay? You can stop it. Because that man ain't make no $10 million for that fight. you can stop that song and dance. There's no credibility to that whatsoever. None. $10 million for an Evanation. Come on, man. Merch is dumb. Said, Fanon, you're right about Tank. Remember when Floyd beat Canelo? Canelo was a tomato can. Who shouldn't have been in there with Floyd? Hindsight is 2020. Look, man, they act like, let me tell you what they do for Canelo. I'm glad you switched this back to Canelo. Let me tell you what they do for Canelo. With Canelo, they make their losses wins. With Canelo, they make losses, they turn losses into wins. They talk about Canelo Alvarez like he beat Mayweather. Like, oh, yeah, that was the moment that he became special. That's the moment he became special, when he lost to a featherweight. When he got mopped up and shut out by a featherweight. For nine, how you know he ain't he ain't make 10 millions? And I don't have a bias towards Bud. It would be I have a bias against Bud, not for Bud. First of all, you definitely not bright enough about this sport to tell anyone how bright they are, bro. You're delusional. You mad. Bud got 10 million. It's burning inside. Dude, Canelo Alvarez got 40, and it don't bother me at all. No, dummy. Let me tell you why there's no credibility to him making $10 million. Because the person you heard it from said if he had made 10, he would have said 12. Right there goes out the window. The people you heard that from said that if he made 10, I'd say 12. You should say 12 to control the narrative. So since that's where the $10 million came from, then there's no credibility to the $10 million because he said 10. So it had to be 8 or 6. Right? Right? Duh. And guess what? Even DAZN said if he made that money. They said if he got paid $10 million. When he was on BLK Prime, they said that. If. Man, if he got $10 million, if. Not he did. They said if he got $10 million. So the people you heard it from said if he got 10, they'd say 12. So since they said 10, I don't know, what is that, 6? And then you got to wonder, what did he get? All of that, or was that including the pay-per-view that he got? How much did he get after pay-per-view? There's no verification that this man made $10 million against David Avanesyan on a pay-per-view event that nobody watched. But you believe it just because somebody said it? Like I said, man, the Brooklyn Bridge is on sale for $50. Just put it in the Cash App. I said it, and it burns you inside that I own the Brooklyn Bridge. I own the Brooklyn Bridge, and I can sell it to you for $50. I got $5 million in super chats last month. If you believe that, okay. There's nothing to verify that. Nothing. The only reports that came out with anybody claiming they had numbers on his purse said 2 million. But you believe a guy that got paid $3-4 million for his previous fights all the way jumps up to 10 million for David Avanesyan because there's people out there that are that dumb to pay him that, and you just think people are out there to take baths? You think people are out there just to do business to take baths? In a fight that didn't generate anywhere near that money, they just decided they were going to take a loss like that on a one-fight deal, and you believe it? Okay. Send some love. Hey, undercard boxing. Hey, man, I'm glad you're at that hospital. He says, send some love from Miami on vacation with the wife. Yes, sir, brother, and you deserve it, brother. Oh, that's upper echelon. Undercard boxing. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. I messed you up. Undercard boxing, upper echelon. I twisted it in my brain, bro. Sorry about that. Y'all go ahead and keep believing that ridiculousness. So, no, I call you not very bright if you believe that. Because there's no reason to believe it. Even if it's true, there's no reason to believe it. For 9, it's sad when a woman like Clarissa Shield have to call out men fighters for not fighting the best. Yeah, but she's kind of, I would put her in the cap category for that. I would put her into the cap category for that. Because there's more of the best fighting the best in men's boxing than there is in women's boxing. There really is. Name the fights, the number of fights. And also, they don't have a choice. Also, they don't have a choice. So I just think that that's an unfair comparison. First of all, a lot of the best fighters do fight the best fighters in a lot of different weight classes. Really. They do. Like, take, for example, the tournament that took place at 140. All those guys fought each other. At 154 pounds, all those guys fought each other at 154. They all fought each other at 147. The only person that ducked out on that is Bud. But other than that, those guys, all those top guys at 154 and 147, they were fighting each other. Errol, Sean Porter fought everybody. Danny Garcia fought everybody but Ugas. Ugas fought everybody. Those guys were fighting each other at 147. You only got one example of a guy at 147 is somebody that blatantly said, I don't want part of it. And that's him. That ain't, don't put that on boxing, men's boxing. You put that on Bud. Put that on Bud. You know? Kamal Oz in the building said, not only did they try to turn losses into wins for Canelo, they also turned ducks into wins. He should have destroyed Andrade, Benavidez, and Charlos, Beterbiev, David Morrell. MC. I forgot all of that. Exactly. Dude, I forgot all about David Morrell at 168. I forgot all about David Morrell. But now Canelo is at 168, and he's not beating any of the top guys that are in that division right now. You guys believe what you want. I'm telling you, you got to listen to what people say, man. If you believe that, you can believe that. If you want to believe that, you can believe that. What's going on, Vincent Gallimore in the building, man? Did you hear Manny? Nah, man, Manny and Conor McGregor ain't next, man. That ain't happening. Conor Ben, man, that ain't happening. That's them clout chasing Conor Ben. I mean, they just clout chasing. We're in talks for Manny versus Conor Ben. Why? Why? You're not going to fight, bro. You can keep saying that stuff about Conor Ben. Conor Ben, you are not fighting. You got suspended by the British Boxing Board of Control, bro. I don't care if the WBC said they're not suspending you from the rankings and they're going to take Eddie Hearn's money. I could care less. Until the British Boxing Board of Controls allows him to fight again, bro, they're not going to fight. And guess what? Eddie Hearn's not going to do it. Because if Eddie Hearn goes and takes Conor Ben to the United States to fight over the ruling of the British Boxing Board of Control, be careful. Because what if they suspend your promotional license? For circumventing their decision, like we're suspending Eddie Hearn's promotional license. Even though I doubt that they would do that because that would take some cojones, consider all that money coming through with them fights. But that's why I think Eddie Hearn's just talking. I think Eddie's just talking. I'm here for the box that I'm out for 9. Got to get some sleep. Definitely going to recap the live. Salute to you in the chat. Hey, man, I'm here for the boxing, brother. Thank you for being such a big supporter, man. But such a big supporter. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All righty then. Sorry about that, man. I'm back. Thank you, brother. Hey, man. And Aaron Muhammad in the building. What's going on, Aaron? He said, Fanon, Buzz pay-per-view payout was $45.47%, and 10% of that went to Mike Epps. Much love to that super chat, bro. Look, man, ain't nobody. Come on, man. Stop telling them stories, bro. I'm telling them stories, man. Let me put it this way. I don't believe it. But I'm mad. Why would I be mad if he made $5 million? Say he made $6 million. Why would I be any more mad about $10 million than $6 million? like, oh my God, he made $6 million. Oh, yeah, that's nothing. Oh, but if he made 10, I'd be so upset. What difference does that make, man? That he made $5 million or $6 million versus making $10 million. All you're doing is trying to prop up an excuse for him not fighting Errol Spence Jr. Let's get right to the point. The reason you guys said $10 million is so you'd have an excuse you'd have a reason to excuse him ducking Errol Spence. That's why, he got $10 million. We paying this big money. That's why we got this $10 million. Because that's why he ducked. Oh, $10 million. Oh, I understand it. Oh, no smoke on him at all because he made $10 million. Oh, yeah, man, $10 million, I'd duck him too. Yeah, we understand. That's why you're saying $10 million. So you can excuse the fact that he ducked that man. Brand new says, Spence said he would go to 160 to fight Canelo. That fight would generate Floyd Canelo numbers, and Spence would be the B-side. Yeah, of course he would. Yeah, he'd be the B-side. Merce is done said, Bug got 10 million pesos. Why do they say we? What are you talking about, we? Why? I don't know what you talking about. Hey, Kamal Oz in the building, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support, as usual. Canelo is a vulture, waits for Andrade to get stripped, fights Vegan Smith for the WBO at 154. Waits for Benavidez to get stripped to go to the WBC at 168. I guarantee he don't want no smoke with neither one of those dudes. I've been said I think Demetrius Andrade beats him. Hey, much love in that super chat, Kamal. Thank you for that support. Zenith360 said, if you negotiated a purse of $10 million by yourself and didn't have to pay the promoter 30%, why would your next move to be to consider a promoter who was sued for lack of transparency and pay them 30% for less? Well, that is a very, very hard question to answer. The answer is you wouldn't. The answer is I don't think you would. But he's got to fight somebody, man. I don't know what he's going to do. But look, man, this wasn't the issue. I did not want to have a conversation where I was beating up on Bud. Because these Bud fans have been crying like babies, doing videos. Oh, this guy is the biggest Bud hater in the world. And showing pictures of my videos. Like, look at all these videos he's done. First of all, bro, I talk about the welterweights a lot. Let me break that to you. I talk about welterweights a lot, and I talk about lightweights a lot, and I like to talk about heavyweights a lot. I will also talk about the 154-pound division a lot. I talk about all those fighters a lot. All of them. Lots of Errol Spence videos, lots of Jermell Charlo videos, lots of Jaron in his videos. Not so many Victor Ortiz videos because, I'm straight on Oscar, because I'm pretty straight on Oscar. Like, I don't want to talk because Oscar kind of disgusts me. Like, I look at Oscar and I feel like the smell changes in the room when I look at him. You know what I mean? Like I can just like to imagine this it's just kind of gross. You know what I mean? Oscar's just kind of gross, bro. Hey, Kamal Oz said Hearns providing Canelo with cover for draining Bivol. Like, dude, and this is the thing too about that, Kamal Oz. These people are acting like it's not their idea. Because Dmitry Bivol said he may be open to it, that means it's not their. That means it's not their idea. Why are you even talking about fighting at 168? Oh, but because Bivol gets to fight for undisputed. Nah. Bivol should hold still. Nah. I'm already the 175-pound champion. What I need to be undisputed? That's like Errol going down to be undisputed at 140. How does that help Errol to go down and fight Josh Taylor at 140? Think about it. Say Josh Taylor still had those. I missed the membership, my bad. The memberships sometimes don't come through, man. On this screen, I'll go look at it over here, man. No, I got to remember. Oh, yes, I did miss one. My man Timmy Chips said, gifted one for non-international boxing. Chat. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. Tim Chips in the building, brother. Thank you, Timmy Chips. Because that did not show on my screen, man. Much love in that super chat, bro. Because that did, for some reason, on my screen, that doesn't show. Thank you, Timmy Chips. Thank you, brother. He said, "Ah, man, I'm good." He said, man, he good. I'm in the shadows." Nah, brother, thank you for that support. It's needed, brother. Thank you, man. And I appreciate everybody that reminds me if I miss saying thank you to somebody. So anyway, man, look, all that conversation came from the fact that I said that Bud is a funny businessman. But I'm going to tell you why I think he's a funny businessman. Because he ghosted the man. That's why. Because he ghosted him. It doesn't have anything to do with the amount of money being offered or any of that stuff. Hey, man, Clifton in the building. Clifton Prince with the big super chat, the big $10 holler. Thank you, man. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. Thank you for keeping the color in the chat. Thank you for the support, man. It is huge. It means a lot. Look, man, the reason why I said Bud is funny business is because he ghosted the PBC. That's it. That's why I say he's bad business. Because these guys were negotiating with you and you didn't tell them that you were negotiating with other people. You're giving the information that you get from them to the other person, but you're not giving any information about the other person to them. So they're not really in a they were not in a competitive bid. They were just being used to prop up and get more money out of BLK Prime. Fanon said Oscar smells like, but oh my, I mean, he looks like he smells like that. Like, it's just, oh my goodness gracious, like, oh, oh, I just can't imagine. Like, ugh. Yeah, exactly. Bud said, F that, I got mines. Yeah, that's my point. That's bad business. When I say that's bad business, that's what I mean about it. I mean, like, dude, you literally are giving the info. If what is being said is true, you're literally having your lawyer give all of the information from what's being offered from the PBC over to BLK Prime. And you're not telling, then you accept the deal, you get a whole nother fight negotiated, then you don't say anything to them, and you have people about to announce it on YouTube, and you don't even tell them. And these guys were waiting. But then again, people say, well, they weren't waiting, they were just going broke. They didn't have a budget. That's why they didn't make any fights. And then to have the same people turn around and attack the PBC as a result of Bud sitting around and doing what he did with the same people accusing him. Come on, man. That's why I say it's bad business. But again, who's the scapegoat for that? Errol's the scapegoat. Errol's the scapegoat. Because it's boxing and he works for Al Heyman, and Al Heyman said, boy, you're going to do what I say do. You hear how Tim Bradley did that? Literally said, literally did him like talk like he was like he was like, Colonel Sanders or something. You know what I mean? talking to one of his runaways, talking to one of his runaway slaves. Look, boy, like he was an overseer or something on a plantation. Like literally use that tone on Al Heyman. Like those dudes are the biggest scapegoats. Like if something don't happen, you don't like, oh, it's Al's fault. And Errol works for him. Errol doesn't. Man, it's ridiculous, bro. You sue a promoter for racism, let the suit fall out, negotiate with the PBC and ghost them numerous times throughout and deal behind their back while trash talking the PBC. But yeah, he a boss. I mean, that's exactly like that's the bad business part of it. But back to the fighting, I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. He said, yeah, that's why I don't eat KFC. Dude, KFC got some of the best chicken, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, man, Kentucky Fried Chicken's chicken is way underrated. Way underrated. Big Sneed in the building said, please delve into the BLK double charging rumors if you can. Keep up the good work. They ran my credit card twice. There's nothing else to say about it. They ran my card twice. And I'm going to work it out. That's it. A whole bunch of people got double charged. It's very, and it's not a rumor, it's a fact. They did. I'm sure that they're going to come up with a reason with why they did, but that's what they did. They charged people multiple times. So it is what it is. But I don't like going into it in a bunch of depth. It is what it is. I don't know if it was a mistake. I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was a mistake. I'm not saying that they did it on purpose and they were purposely out to get me or anything like that. But I got 2 emails with 2 receipts for 2 charges to my card. You know? So it is what it is, though. But like I said, man, I'm just going to get a prepaid card next time. And on my prepaid card, I am going to go, and I'm more than likely on a prepaid card still going to get the Adrian Bronner fight because I want to support the Adrian Bronner. And I'll just chalk it up to small business mistake. I'll chalk it up to a small business mistake. You know what I mean? I'll just chalk it up to a small business mistake because there's no reason for me to believe that it was nefarious. They very well could have just done it on, just made a mistake. So it is what it is, man. However, I will be using a prepaid card because, dog, I do not like you running my card twice. Don't like that. That is not cool. Anyway, Kamal Oz, much love, Big Sneed. And he said, Kamal Oz said, not only are Canelo and Eddie Hearn holding up undisputed at 175, Canelo is not getting the best at 168, essentially holding the belts hostage. I mean, at this point in time, he is, but he can't get, if David Benavidez wins this fight, he can't get out of David Benavidez. But he's going to get out of David Benavidez. I never disagree with you more than your take on KFC. Dog, KFC's original recipe on the bone chicken is excellent. I love KFC original recipe. Great chicken. Very underrated chicken. Very underrated chicken. And a whole bunch of people bit off of it, and they ain't admitting that pressure cooked chicken. Good. Kamal Oz, thank you, brother. And Mike Kirkland said, got to give Crawford some credit for keeping me entertained. Oh, no doubt about it, bro. He made boxing exciting. That's how they're paying for Bud. Hey, look, man. Like I said, man, look, I don't want to. It is what it is, bro. They may have made a mistake. It is what it is. At this point in time, no, I got my money, so I'm not nagging about it. You know what I mean? I'm not nagging about it. Sure was a mistake on their part, and we just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Fanon, you should know better than put a credit card in a site like that. You could put more charges on your card. Same point in the future. Hey, man, look, bro, it's just what it is, man. It is what it is. Like I said, man, nah, I don't. Nah, I don't. No, I do not. I will get a prepaid card, and on a prepaid card, I may buy the next one. Because I want to support Adrian Bronner. I do. You know what I mean? Mike Kirk said, love me some KFC, man. I'm telling you, man, KFC is underrated. KFC is not trash, dude. It is greasy. It is greasy, and it is definitely better than a lot of this other stuff. But it is what it is. Depending on where you're from, some KFC got teenagers frying your chicken. It should be a mess. Oh, man, that's fair. But look, man, it is what it is, man. Like I said, I don't want to talk, man. Look, all I said about those dudes is he double charged my card. I don't like that. I don't know if it's nefarious or not. It could have been a mistake. Could have been a mistake. Especially if they're running it manually. However, anyway, it is what it is. It's real chicken, man. Come on, man. It's got chicken bones in it, man. That's real chicken. Like, what do you mean KFC ain't real chicken, man? We about that Popeyes over here for 9, but KFC good though. Hey, yeah, Popeyes is good. Bojangles probably is better than KFC. I'm just telling you it's underrated. I'm just telling you that big old bucket of that original recipe is underrated. I didn't say it's the greatest chicken ever. I just said it's underrated. Anyway, Popeyes all day for 9. Yes, yeah, I don't really like fried chicken like that. I've cut back on that, man. You know what I mean? I've cut back on that stuff. So I'm not gonna overly do chickens, man. I'm not gonna overly do chicken any way you cut it. So it is what it is. I got a lot of, like I don't need fried food, a ton of fried food being one of my health problems. I'm doing that. You know what I mean? I eat grilled chicken for the most part, and even that rotisserie chicken got a ton of salt in it. Yeah. Anyway, though, let's get off the chicken conversation. I do appreciate a good chicken talk. Shout out to Chicken Talk. I do appreciate a good chicken talk. Chicken talk, hey man, chicken talk be on them chitlins though. Man, I ain't never eaten no chitlins. I came near chitlins and I was like, what? Man, the smell on them mugs. Ooh, you know exactly what those things are. You know what I mean? Them chitlins smell just like Oscar De La Hoya. I'm like, oh man, come on, man. What you talking about? I don't know what you talking about, bro. Lefty be cooking crazy. Hey man, not the fake chicken abs. Them abs, man. Hey man, he got them abs. He got them make-believe abs, bro. Like he said, hey, look, I just want to look good, man. I want to look good. I don't understand why. I don't understand why you trying to look good on them abs. That's crazy. Hey, y'all, man, y'all make sure you hit that like button, man. We got 521 in the building, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Anyway, man, let's get back. Said, not the fake. Yes, sir, man. My grandma tried to take them chitlins. Couldn't do it either. Hey, I can't do them chitlins. All right, so let's get back to this, man. So, Canelo Alvarez is without a doubt, bro. Canelo Alvarez is without a doubt, dude, the biggest duck in boxing. Errol Spence Jr., he said, for non-piracy app. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to steal them dudes' fights, man. I don't want to do it. How am I going to basically say, look, man, I don't appreciate how you did business with me, and then turn around and steal from them? That's not something I'm interested in, man. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not going to be like, okay, you did something I didn't appreciate. And first of all, it could have been a mistake. But I haven't had a chance to look into it ever since it happened. But could have been a mistake. I'm not going to turn around and steal from somebody. That's just, I don't want to do that. I don't really want that. And I'm not going to really badmouth him because I don't know. Could have been a mistake, man. I was very disappointed because it made me feel like, wow, but at the same time, man, Hey said, T. Orlando Pearson said, you're not stealing, you just catching the signal they throwing out on the internet. T. Orlando Pearson, I think I'm stealing, man. What you think? I think I'm stealing, bro. I think I'm stealing you. Bud told you, be okay. You got your charge that. Nah, man, they ain't do that, bro. I'll reach back out to him this week and see what happened. Like you said, get that. Yeah, I'll just get the prepaid so no kind of funniness happens. You know what I mean? LeVar Aiken showing that color, brother. Thank you for showing that color, man. Appreciate you, man. Crawford fans, Devin Haney fans, Loma fans, Canelo fans, I put them all in the same box. They're all delusional and don't know much about boxing. Crawford fans is just mad. Devin Haney fans are just, compensated. Lomachenko fans, hey man, Lomachenko ain't got no fans that speak English. And Canelo fans are real boxing fans, bro. I ain't gonna mess with that. People like Canelo, man. Canelo's a really good fighter, man. I got problems with some of the things that Canelo Alvarez did, but man, Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter, brother. Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter. And there's a lot of people that really like Canelo. I don't have any problem with them liking Canelo. That's what's up. You like Canelo, bro. You know what I mean? Hey, George, much love though, brother. Thank you. But, it's just, it's the submarining of other people. It's sabotaging other people. You know what I mean? Is the problem with the Devin Haney situation. I wouldn't have a problem with it. It's just the sabotaging of other people. Because they usually on sabotage modes. The stuff with Gervonta Davis, that's sabotage mode. When you trying to make it look like this dude is ducking you, and there's just, come on, man. Come on, man. Everybody's ducking you, and you always got something bad to say about somebody. Dude, that is just what you call, that's just straight sabotage mode, man. So that's the problem I got with that whole Haney situation. Isn't that Devin Haney isn't a very good fighter, because I think Devin Haney is a very good fighter. I think he's a very good fighter. I think Terrence Crawford is a very good fighter. But look, man, with Terrence Crawford, you got to call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. It is what it is. Call a spade a spade. It is what it is. That man ducked that fight. Period. That man ducked that fight. And if you out here saying that man didn't duck that fight, man, that's just not accurate. And I think you're trying to look for a way again to make Errol Spence Jr. the scapegoat for bad business that y'all kicked off. You know what I mean? Much love, because that's bad business. And on top of it, dude, who wanted to see David? Let's just look at it for this way. Who really wanted to see Bud versus David Avenetian? Was that a fight that anybody had ever actually wanted to see? Is that something that anybody was actually asking for or wanted to have? Ever? No. So the biggest thing is the disappointment. It's the disappointment. If Terrence Crawford had moved, if he was like, nah, I'm going to fight Virgil Ortiz, I don't think that the backlash would have been anything like that, anything like it was if he had fought Virgil Ortiz. You know what I mean? Virgil Ortiz would have been a good fight. And people are like, okay, well, then we're just waiting on Errol because he took Virgil Ortiz. You know what I mean? But that's not what he did. He went and fought somebody nobody wanted to see. So it's kind of like insult to injury. You know what I mean? Like you said that the fight was going to take place. You reneged on your pride. You're reneged on what you said, right? And then you go and give me something I don't want. George Wood in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support, man. Much love, brother. Thank you for that support, bro. George Wood said, good morning, Fanon in the chat room. George Wood, what's up, brother? Thank you for that support, man. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you. Kamal Oz in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the love and the support. Said Canelo, boxing's biggest diva, handicapping opponents. He's definitely a diva. And the diva action is those pajamas. Look, man, you can't be wearing pajamas, bro. You can't be walking around in public with silk pajamas and not think somebody may be thinking you're a little bit of a diva. He's definitely in handicapping opponents. Yeah, they done that a lot. Oscar De La Hoya was pretty good at that too. Oscar De La Hoya would definitely throw in a rehydration clause on you in a heartbeat. He'd slap a rehydration clause on you too. I think Manny Pacquiao used to throw rehydration clauses on people. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Manny Pacquiao used to throw threw a couple rehydration clauses on people because he threw that rehydration clause on Oscar De La Hoya the day he absolutely demolished him. Much love in that super chat, Kamal Oz. Also, man, my man, Privacy app is virtual credit cards. Much privacy. Oh, they are the Privacy app is virtual. Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Thank you, man. Hold on 1 second. Privacy app. Okay. Virtual pay. Okay, I got it. I got it up. That's what's up. Thank you for that support, bro. Big time. Thank you, Cerebral Shadow. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel, man. Thank y'all for being so consistent in supporting the channel, man. Thank you. What is this? Fanon, you way too generous with Bud by not insisting that he's afraid. Look, let me tell you, man, I try to keep it. Look, this is my thing, man. I don't like people calling me a Bud hater because I really don't think I am. So I really, with Bud, because I do have legitimate criticism for him, dude, I don't want to put a lot of extra stuff on him. You know what I mean? Like, I could have that in my mind, but I'm not going to put that on him because I don't know that he's afraid. Like I'm sure he has butterflies, you know, like aside from your usual butterflies that you get. I mean, man, this dude is a legitimate fighter, man. He's not a fraud. At least, you know, that's what Fahim Zator, I know Fahim Zator thinks he is. And yeah, I do think he's, you know, he definitely ducked that fight. But look, man, I'm not going to sit up here and have somebody like Andre Ward, right? Like Andre Ward and Tim Bradley and these guys, they know boxing. You know what I mean? They know boxing. Errol Spence Jr. knows boxing. These guys know boxing, and they're not saying that they say this dude is a really good fighter from their expert opinion. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to say stuff. I don't like, dude, like I'm telling you, I like Bernie the Boxer, but you're never going to get me. And I'm telling you, I like him because I understand what he's doing. You're never going to get me to be doing all of this ridiculous exaggeration. Thank you, David Williams. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to be like Al Heyman and Errol Spence Jr. are boyfriends. They're boyfriends, and this man is going to tie your hands behind your back, and you know he's going to destroy him in 2 rounds, and he's a drunk ain't this, and dude, I don't want to do all of that stuff, man. I want to keep it right where I think it can be, and I picked Errol Spence Jr. to beat Terrence. But the reason I do that is because of the style of the fight, man. It's the style of the fight. Errol Spence Jr. is a very difficult fighter because he is so fundamentally sound. And I've had enough experience in all of sports to know the difference between athleticism and being very fundamentally sound. You know what I mean? You can look at somebody that is very, very athletic and you think that this guy is going to beat the guy that's very fundamentally sound. But all of a sudden you're like, hold on, man, this guy's not able to use a lot of that athleticism against this guy. You know? So for me, I think Errol, like the biggest warning for me about Terrence Crawford, where I would say, okay, Terrence Crawford is concerned about losing, is because Terrence Crawford showed concern about losing. He said, no, we cannot fight in Dallas Stadium. This fight is going to have to be somewhere neutral. If this was something where you think you're going to blow through this guy, what difference does it make if you fight in Dallas Stadium or you fight in Vegas or you fight in New York? What difference does that make? If you really think it's an easy fight, like Bomac says it is, and Bernie the Boxer says it is, and a lot of Terrence Crawford fans say it is, what do you care about a neutral? What do you care about a neutral venue for? You should be knocking this guy out. It's going to be a one-sided fight. What you need a neutral venue for? And that's for real. Like, what you need a neutral venue for? There's no need to be like, well, I won't fight in your hometown. If you know for sure that you can beat this guy, in order to be worried about being robbed, you got to think this thing may go to distance. And I have a suspicion, brother, it's going to go to distance because Errol doesn't have a lot of gaps. You're going to hit him, but dude, Terrence Crawford is not knocking out everybody every time he touches him. Okay? Haney didn't need neutral ground. I mean, he didn't need neutral. Shoot, Terrence Crawford didn't need neutral ground. Terrence Crawford fought fought Ricky Burns in the UK. He didn't need neutral grounds to beat Ricky Burns. You know what I mean? So, nah, man, I'm not big on that, brother. I'm not big on that, man. I don't think, but at the same time, I'm not going to tell you that I believe I believe that Terrence Crawford is not a very good fighter, because I do think he's a very good fighter. But that's my belief. I would give him the advantage of beating everybody in 147. I've been saying that, with the exception of Errol, Spence, and Jaron Ennis. And I still think Jaron Ennis is a lot of problems for him, man. I think Jaron Ennis is a lot of problems for him. No joke. For nine, it probably was an easy fight when Bud was 4 years younger and Errol was partying too much in between fights. Now, that's a good point. That's a good point. It probably was an easy fight when Bud, or I don't think it would have ever been an easy fight, but it definitely would have been an easier fight when you see Errol Spence Jr. blowing up in weight and drinking, and they say he's drinking. I don't know if he was drinking or not, but yeah. The way that he looked against Ugas, man, you guys telling me that guy's an easy fight for somebody, man, that dude is hellacious. That dude is hellacious. And then, but so now if he comes back down, that's why I don't like that, any of that talk about him coming back down and weight and all of that stuff. Jeffrey Brooks said, well, that can be said why Spence didn't fight in Nebraska. Are you kidding me? Why didn't he fight in Nebraska? Why would he fight in Nebraska? You want him to fight in Nebraska? You just want him to burn money, huh? You just want him to grab a pile of money and just pour gasoline all over the money and just light it up, huh? Hey, Jeffrey Brooks just wants Errol Spence Jr. just to grab a big pile of money and just burn it, huh? Come on, man. Ain't no money in Nebraska. But I wouldn't say, dude, there's 40,000 people. They could get they may get 60,000 tickets sold in Dallas, man. With people going to Dallas, okay, where there are things to do in the city. You're not going to have people flying from all over the world to go to Omaha, Nebraska, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ain't no way, bro. The Rise podcast says Spence loses money fighting in Nebraska. For sure, bro. For sure. Loses money fighting in Nebraska. And so does Terrence. They both lose money fighting in Nebraska. They both do. You can't charge premium prices for seats in Omaha. No, man. There's no reason to do that in Omaha. The Dallas Metroplex is bigger than the whole state of Nebraska. I don't think it's as big as landmass, but it's probably got, I don't know how many people are there in Nebraska. But anyway, man, look, he's not going to go to Nebraska, bro. Okay? And Nebraska's not neutral. Terrence Crawford barely fights in Nebraska. Zenith 360 said, we still on Spence personal life when Bud has multiple videos and pics at clubs all in 2022. Look, man, it is what it is, bro. Oh, in population? Oh, okay. I'm about to say not in land mass. Lamar said, I think you missed my super chat. Hey, thank you, brothers, for supporting today and showing that the channel's true. Lamar in the building. Hold on. Let me slide back. Y'all hit that like button, though, man. LeVar, I don't see it. I'm going to go back again. Man, thank y'all for your support, man. Thank you so much for your support. Is that it? Let me back up. Undercard. I got to go down here. I'm going to go hit another screen, man, real quick on it. But it's just a lot. Hey, Spence can KO Bud in Madison Square Garden or Las Vegas. I think Dallas is the best location, though. I mean, really, I think the best location for that fight is anywhere that I can drive. I would like to see it in Dallas, man. That'd be a huge fight in Dallas. But the fight's not going to happen. So the fight's not going to happen. So there's really no real need. There really is no need for that whole conversation, bro. Because Terrence Crawford has absolutely no intention whatsoever on taking that fight, bro. You know what I mean? Absolutely no intention on taking that fight, man. Hold on one second, man. Let me check this because I got to get LeVar real quick. Real quick. LeVar, oh, man, what are you talking about? Oh, I saw that. Oh, LeVar, I did get that, man. That's that big one. I'm sorry. I knew I got that one. I was looking for a blue one. Hold on one second. I got you. Brother. I got you. LeVar, yes, sir, brother. You was with that big, you were at that big one, brother. And then I'll go down and get this other one. Thank you so much for the support, bro. LeVar Aikens in the building. Said Crawford fans, Devin Haney fans, Lomachenko fans, Canelo fans. I put them all in the same box. They're all delusional, and they don't want to talk about boxing. See, you know what they are? Those are all LeVar. They're also all very much anti PBC. You also see that Crawford is not in the PBC. Devin is not in the PBC. Lomachenko's not in the PBC, and Canelo is not in the PBC. That's another combination, brother. But I did get that, brother. And thank you, LeVar Aikens, for your support, bro. That's huge. Mike Kurgan said Crawford would have been king of boxing if he had beat Spence. He had to know that. He would be big. No joke. But then again, Errol Spence Jr. would be the king of boxing if he beat Terrence. It's just unfortunate, man. It's just very, very unfortunate. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support, man. Thank you so much for your support, man. Yeah, it's just a shame, man. It's just a shame. But anyway, back to the deal. I'm tired of the skate. Terrence Crawford did what Terrence Crawford did, and Terrence Crawford is gonna, he has to deal with what he's getting. And he's just gonna have to deal with what he's getting. And which is a lot of heat. So he can just stay off from social media. But dude, when your name comes up, bro, you're synonymous with Duck. Like your Duck, Bud and Duck is like, at this point in time, as soon as you start talking about him, people are going to call him a Duck. You know what I mean? Like you start talking about Bill Gates, somebody's going to talk about bad public policy and a lot of money. You know what I mean? Elon Musk, they're going to talk about electric cars and money. Bud, they're going to talk about Duck, the great Duck, the fight that never was, while a whole bunch of people are trying to blame all of boxing when it really is just one guy, in my opinion. I swore, bro, in my opinion, that's why the fight hasn't and won't happen. Floyd doesn't want anyone to outdo him. I swore, bro, I don't think Floyd Mayweather has anything to do with it. I don't think Floyd has the power to keep Terrence Crawford from making a fight. I don't think he does. And by the way, man, like, they don't need Floyd to make fights. I don't think Floyd has, for me, if anything, I think first of all, I got to give Floyd credit, bro. Floyd fought dang near everybody. The hush money to make those things go away. Oh yeah, he got plenty of that. Couldn't get away from that wife though. Couldn't get away from from his wife getting him. I'm telling you, that's why I have a suspicion about Sebastian Fundora. Man, I don't trust people who run around walking in glasses acting like they're nerds, bro. That dude ain't no nerd. That dude be kicking it. That man got way too much money and too big a belly not to be kicking it on the regular. Bill Gates, man. Come on, man. Powerhouse Watson in the building said, they say everyone want to be the A side since Floyd. That's BS. That's been going on since before the dude. You're either the A side or you're not, bro. Dude, Oscar De La Hoya was the ace, is the one that was the first A side that I really remember were just muscling people in negotiations was Oscar De La Hoya. And I don't even really know Floyd to muscle people in negotiations. Not muscle them. More like, dude, you can't get rid of me because, dude, I'm big like that. And I don't see Floyd as being a liar. Floyd be telling the truth, man. Yeah, he couldn't slip that wife, dog. Couldn't slip the wife. And now he got his daughter hanging out with that chocolate. And he got his daughter hanging out with Chocolate Thunder. Dog, he out there like, hey man, we about to get you some brown babies. You about to get some brown heirs, brother. You know what I mean? And you gonna love them. Hey, because you need your family, man. Sean Clark said, we've been laying off Bud. His fans are in the chat, proving your point with their chats. OG, Scapegoat, and Errol like an MF. I'm telling you, Errol is the biggest scapegoat in boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was the biggest. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the greatest scapegoat in the history of sports. Okay? Like, they scapegoat him for everything. Like, that's why we can't get great fights, because Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s career. What? Yeah, everybody wants to be undefeated, so they won't fight the best. You sure? Because I could have sworn it took Floyd forever to get a fight with Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to go around the block 50 times. 50, man, he had to do all kind of stuff even to get near Oscar De La Hoya. Then that man had to wait for years to get his hands on Manny Pacquiao in a fight he was gonna win. So and the funny thing about let me tell you what's funny to me about the situation with Floyd is that I knew he was gonna whoop Manny the entire time. Exactly. It took him forever to get Shane Mosley. Took him forever. That man had to get Arturo Gatti. He had to get shout out to Arturo Gatti. Now that's my dude right there, is Arturo Gatti. I wasn't even big on Arturo Gatti. Like, I was like, man, they hyping him with Arturo Gatti up. I mean, I liked Arturo Gatti as a person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could relate to him. I liked him as a person. You know, he put up some really good fights with Mickey Ward and all of that. But dude, when he fought Floyd, I was like, for real? This dude is about to fight Floyd. This dude about to sacrifice it for Floyd? Because dude, he put Floyd on pay-per-view. And that pay-per-view did like 500,000 pay-per-views. And once he did that, then it's like, okay, then Oscar De La Hoya is like, okay, the money's there. Now that the money's there, he got that fight with Ricky Hatton. He got the Ricky Hatton fight. After that, bro. No, LeVar Akins, I got your super chat, brother. LeVar Akins, I definitely got your super chat, bro. Hold on. You're behind the chat, LeVar. Okay. Yes, sir. And we're still talking about LeVar too. Sean Clark said he was a hype job, but he was a warrior and a likable dude. Took on all smoke. That Ward series was savage. Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he had the 20. I got him. For sure, I got him. I'll do it again, though. Hey, let me tell you something, man. You guys are what makes this channel go. So you better believe I will go right back to LeVar and hit that up again, and I'll leave that there until we get the next super chat up, because I guarantee you I got that, bro. It's right there. Crawford fans, Devin Haney fans, Lomachenko fans, Canelo fans, I put them all in the same box. They're all delusional, and I don't know much about boxing. Those guys just don't like the PBC and are just getting, man, they on that payola, man. Some of them dudes on that payola anyway. And ain't nothing wrong with payola, but it is what it is, bro. They don't believe what they saying. Like I don't even, like, seriously, man, y'all, you don't believe what you're saying, man. Especially about that Crawford stuff. They don't believe that stuff. Those guys, if Errol Spence Jr. did the same thing to Terrence Crawford, they would see it in a minute. They would see it in a minute. They would be, or better yet, if Errol Spence Jr. if Errol Spence Jr. fans were, if Errol Spence Jr. fought for Top Rank, dude, trust me, they would see it in a minute. Terrence Crawford would be the biggest duck in the world if that man was over there at Top Rank. They don't even understand the structure of the PBC. They only know the names PBC and Al Heyman. If they were real boxing fans, they would at least try to understand the process. Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much, man. Oh, said, okay, I think that's what it was. What it is. Sorry. Hey, man, LeVar, don't ever be sorry. Nah, bro, do not be sorry. Thank you so much for your support, bro. Do not be sorry. I appreciate you 100 miles an hour for that support, man. It means a lot, man. We got 524 people in the building. We thank you guys. Make sure let me see. Can y'all hit the likes for me, though? Can we get the likes over 500 for me, man? It'd be greatly, greatly appreciated, man. Yeah, let's get the likes up. It's free, man. It's 100% free. I can't believe Mobley said this about his tooth. Like, dude, you just had a fight. What are you talking about? Powerhouse Watson, about what tooth? I don't know what you mean by that. You got to fill me in. Timmy Chips in the building. And that's why I dislike Bernie, because he helps feed so much. Dude, Bernie works for him, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Bernie the boxer. Bernie works for Terrence. That's what he's supposed to do. He works for Terrence Crawford. He works at B&B Gym. He trains fighters. That's what he's supposed to do. I'm not like, you're never going to hear me think badly about Bernie the boxer for what he does, for what he says. I don't feel badly about Bomac for things that he says, or Terrence Crawford's sister or any of that. That's their guy. That's what they're supposed to do. Oh, Floyd said that about fighting Floyd the Tooth. Oh, yeah. That Floyd had tooth wouldn't have been a problem if you had got Floyd to that deck. Hey, Keys to the Game Boxing Channel said, "What's up, bro? Shout out to you and the usual suspects." Yes, sir. Hey, has Terrence Crawford ever been knocked down? Has Errol Spence, has Floyd Mayweather Jr. ever been knocked down? Much love in that super chat, bro. Everybody knew it. Yeah, dude, everybody knows what Bernie's on, man. Ain't no problem. I got no problem with Bernie, bro. He can dislike me to the day he dies. I got nothing bad to say about the dude. Nothing. You know what I mean? Who'd he get knocked down against? I don't remember him ever being knocked down. Oh, Mosley most definitely rocked him. But that tells you what kind of fighter he is, man. Because he knew exactly what to do. Did Zab knock him down? That wasn't a knockdown, was it? Anyway. Yep, Zab. Yeah, I don't think that was a real knockdown, bro. I think that was more of a slip. I thought that was a slip. So no, he's not been knocked down. He's not been knocked down. So look, dude, Floyd is a man. Floyd's the man, bro. Floyd is the man. You know what I mean? He touched the canvas one time when he hurt his hand, I believe. Oh, okay. Gloves touched. Okay. It is what it is. I don't take that. But anyway, let's get back on the subject, man. Y'all some wild boys, though. Y'all some wild boys, bro. That ain't gonna work, bro. Ain't gonna work, brother. Floyd was dropped by Zab. Yeah, Floyd's a great fighter, man. But anyway, he is most definitely the biggest scapegoat in the history of boxing, in my opinion. Because I don't know of anybody else that did more and has everybody blaming him because nobody could do what he's doing. If anybody's a problem in boxing, it's Canelo. Because Canelo got that torch passed to him, and he didn't do anything with the torch. He just sat there with the torch. He sat up there and won't let anybody else on the stage. What kind of Mexican fighter will not fight black fighters or Mexican fighters? Like, who does that? You know what I mean? Who does that? Fanon, I'm a Bud supporter who doesn't ride with Bernie, the boxer, at all. He is compromised. Yeah, but we know he's compromised. That's what I'm saying. He works for him, so I don't have a problem with that. That's like saying, Errol Spence Jr., Derek James is in camp with Errol Spence. Of course, that's his, he trains the guy. You know what I mean? Or Errol Sr. supports his, even though those guys don't do all that crazy talking. But, that's why I take it with a grain of salt, man. I take it with a grain of salt. Like Bill Haney, I don't take anything Bill Haney says about me seriously. You know what I mean? It's like a lawyer not defending his client. Exactly. You got to defend the guy. You got to. Like Bill Haney saying what Bill Haney does. Man, I got any problem Bill Haney saying what he got to say. I don't mean I got to say I believe it. I ain't got to co-sign it. I'm not going to co-sign it. unless it's true. You know, if it's true, co-sign it in a minute. If I agree with it or it's true, I'll co-sign it. I'll co-sign in a minute. You know what I mean? Zab was official. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't remember. All I remember is Zab Judah was going to get knocked out. That's what I remember about the Zab Judah fight. The Zab Judah was well on his way to getting knocked out, but he didn't get knocked out because his dad jumped in the ring and started a fight with everybody that broke up. What's going on to my homies over there, Nonito and Rachel Donaire? Shout out to you. I left you a message because I got a missed call from you, Nonito / Rachel. I must admit that franchise champ always get high off clout. I'm not sure what you mean. I just think Canelo Alvarez missed an opportunity really to make a lot of great fights in boxing. I really do, man. I think Canelo Alvarez just really, I really think he missed the boat. I really, really do, man. Because those are really good fights, man, the cats could have made, and he didn't make those fights. You know what I mean? So, hey, that Zab Judah was not knocked down. Okay, it was not official. Okay. All I remember, what I remember clearly about that fight was that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was about to knock out Zab Judah, and his dad broke up that knock, and his dad jumped in there and broke it up. And then Roger Mayweather jumped in there, and he wanted some work, and he wanted that work with Joel Judah too. You know, but anyway, he said, nah, he ain't tripping. I mean, look, man, they can do what they want. Like I said, it's dude, they're in a camp. What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna hold it. People are gonna say what they need to say to get what they got to get done. You know what I mean? As long as I know where you're coming from, I don't have a problem with that. I have problems with guys like Mike Coppinger, because Mike Coppinger is hiding his hands. You know what I mean? It looks to me that what Mike Coppinger is doing and what these media guys are doing they're on that squad, but they acting like they're not. You know what I mean? Like, you're on that squad, but you're acting like you're not. And now people are using the media to pressure other camps, then they're doing it so blatantly and so obviously. Edward Plex, I said who doesn't, I said after Floyd Mayweather Jr., he dropped the ball, dummy. Edward Plex. I can name a bunch of black fighters Canelo Alvarez has fought. I just can't name them in the last 5 years. He's dropped the ball. He stopped fighting black fighters. He stopped fighting Mexican fighters. Anyway, I've been waiting to throw you out. Let me just put you on timeout for stupidity. You just said that he doesn't fight him. I haven't seen him fight in years. Just like I don't, let me see, what don't I do? I don't eat pork. That doesn't mean I've never eaten pork. Right? If I say I don't eat pork, that doesn't mean I've never eaten pork. That means my stance right now is I don't fight him. I've sworn off pork. I don't fight. I don't. Like, I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat Burger King. I don't. Okay? That doesn't mean I never have. That means I don't do it. Shh. The heck up. LeVar Aikens in the building says, sitting in my patrol car at work watching this and listening to the police radio, but Philadelphia is being protected. Oh, what's up, man? We gotta you out there protecting and serving, LeVar. What's up, man? You out there protecting and serving. Shout out to all the policemen out there. Shout out to all the military. Shout out to all the good folks out there. You know what it is. Thank you. Hey, man, thank you for your service, brother. Thank you for your service. Protecting the neighborhoods, doing it the right way. Thank you. And Keys to the Game Boxing Channel said, we appreciate your services here in Philly. Yes, sir. I appreciate it where I am. Thank you. Because there's a lot of shady characters. Whole lot of shady characters out there, man. Whole lot of shady characters. Said that Canelo has a WBC franchise, so if he wanted, he could have become Beterbiev's mandatory. He picked Bivol because he thought he was sweet. Oh, look, he said that he thought it was sweet now. He said he thought it was sweet. He said he thought it was sweet. He said, I know that style. And he called Dimitri Bivol the second best guy in the division. He said, I want to fight him. He's the second best guy in the division, and I know that style. He clearly said that. So we already know what he wanted. Effed around and found out, though. Yeah, he did. He effed around and found out. Honestly, man, he didn't get that decision. That's what it was. He didn't get that decision. He didn't get that decision. Eddie Hearn didn't do his job, man. Eddie Hearn didn't get that. If that was Bob Arum, he would have got that decision. You know what I mean? If he would have got that, if he would have had Bob, if Bob Arum would have been his promoter, he would have got that decision. You got to blame your promoter for not doing the work to get that decision for you, man. So we can't use Canelo to take the heat off Bud? No. Can't? No. I just would like the heat off of Floyd. For me, I would like the heat off of Floyd. You know, Floyd gets blamed for everything. The man has not been a professional fighter for real in 5 years. But people keep saying that these the best fighters are not fighting the best, and that's not true. Some of them aren't, but do we get them? Shoot, we get them. Jermell Charlo did it. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury did it. Alexander Usyk cleared out the cruiserweight division. Shoot, Anthony Joshua just fought Alexander Usyk. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people that are. Monster Inouye's trying to fight. Monster Inouye's fighting Stevie Fulton Jr., according to, you know, what we know so far. You know what I mean? Juan Carlos Estrada fought Chocolatito. Shoot, Juan Cesar Martinez moved up in weight and fought and on a dime replaced and fought Chocolatito. There are a lot of examples of the best fighters in weight divisions fighting each other. You know, at 122, Omar Figueroa fought Stevie Fulton Jr. He said it wasn't for lack of trying. They gave Canelo 4 rounds. Remember, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. You know they did. Hey, man, that man had to win every round. That man had to win every round to win by 4. Man, they was sweeping the early rounds for him, and they were like, hold on, man, we can't keep doing this, man. This is lopsided. We can't keep doing this. This is lopsided. Hey, man, Canelo ain't win 1 round versus Floyd and got a draw on the card. Blame Golden Boy. Hey, no doubt about it. I'm trying to tell you. Canelo got dog. If Canelo don't get a decision, he got whooped. You know, if Canelo don't get a decision, you know that man got whooped. Floyd hasn't had a real fight since Berto in 2015. And some folks act like he's still defending belts. Exactly, man. The man ain't fought anybody in 8 years. And it's his fault. The Canelo Alvarez is the guy that's been on the top of the sport since 2017. Canelo Alvarez has been at the top of the sport for 6 years. And he fought an old Gennady Golovkin. And that's it. Now you say Bivol. Now you're going to build up Bivol after the fact. But they building up Bivol after the fact. Not before the fact. Not before the fact. After the fact. After the fact. But it's on Floyd. No, man. Errol Spence Jr. literally fought all of the best guys at 147, except for Terrence Crawford, who turned the fight down. And Errol Spence Jr. is not fighting the best. Man, come on, man. That's just ridiculous, man. Canelo is not trying to fight no real A or B level fighters, especially blacks, but he will lose to Bivol again. That decision is top, like Rolly Romero gets the decision over Jackson Marinez. Yeah. I mean, look, man, If he fights in 168 and he wins 4 rounds, he's going to win the fight. He just got to win 4 rounds. He's going to win the fight. I'm telling you, they're unabashed when it comes to Canelo. They're unabashed with it. You have even ESPN won't say anything bad about Canelo. That's why I'm rocking with Andre Ward and what Andre Ward said. Who ducked the same amount of people? I only think Bud is really on the books for one, but it's a real big duck. You know what I mean? Like it's a real big duck. Like it's like historically level. It's a historically big duck with a lot of drama. And then he tried to cover his tracks. You know what I mean? It's literally everybody's on camera watching you snatch that duck out the pond, and you try to snick the duck in your bag and cover it up. Bro, we hear the duck quacking. We know you took the duck. It's on camera. Everybody's watching you. Tell nobody sees me. Nobody gonna see this duck. Man, when you put that duck back in the pond, man. Oh, Errol's the undisputed champion at 147 pounds. In my mind, that's the champion at 147 pounds is Errol. Errol Spence needs to put a t-shirt that says that the only champion. Because you ducked. I was looking for sharks and you turned into a bird. You know what I mean? Jumped out the pond. Fanon, Bud ducked Thurman because Thurman wanted, wait for it, $10 million. That's what they say, that he wanted $10 million. But now that I hear that $10 million, people like that. People like that number, 10 million. People like that. People like that. People like that phrase. People like that number, 10 million. You know what I mean? That's what I heard. He also wanted 10 million to fight. He also wanted 10 million to fight Jaron Ennis. That's what word is. And I tell you, I'm a fan channel, brother. I'll talk about what the word is, and I may tell you what they said, but I'm telling you that's what they said. I ain't necessarily telling you I know that to be true, because people like throwing around that $10 million. $10 million for Bud, $10 million for Jaron, $10 million for Avenetian. Something about people not believing 11. like when Rick Glazer caught on to stop using caught on to he was using too many round numbers. Oh, it's 63,002. Yeah, Canelo got 10 million for Caleb got 10 million for Canelo. They like that 10 million. That 10 million sounds good. They like that 10 mil. They like that 10 mil. But man, who wouldn't like 10 mil? Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with 10 mil. I'm just wondering why my son took my car and act like he didn't have to ask somebody to do it. Is what I want to know. Like, I want to know what made. Hey, man, and much love to everybody in the super chat. Thank you to everybody in the supports in the Cash App. Thank you guys so much for your support today, for sponsoring the channel, sponsoring this chat that we got going on. I know there's a lot of other people y'all could be listening to, but you're still kicking it with your boy Fanon, and I appreciate it. Let me find that video of Bomac admitting they ducked Manny since they want to pretend that duck didn't happen. Well, look, man, there is that out there about that one. There is that one out there too. He said, you had me laughing, 10 million. I'm telling you, man, them cats like that number. There's a lot of mystery 10 millions running around. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? He's still out joyriding for now. What do you say? He's still out joyriding for now. What you talking about, G-Man? Who's out? Oh, my son? No, he went to school. Man, my son goes to school right down my block and drove to school, man. He said, go up to school and take it back. Man, I ain't doing that. I don't go nowhere. I'm about to work. I don't need to do that. I'm about to get on this bicycle. I'm about to finish up some work, get on this bicycle and try to sweat today. That's what I'm going to try to do, man. I'm going to try to get a good sweat in. I'm trying to get a good sweat in today. He not new to ducking. He been doing it. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. He not new to ducking. Hey, man. Anyway, give me 1 second. Anyway, um, uh, I'm done running. I'm done running to that bike easy on. Oh, I'm done running bike. Oh, it's easy on the knees. Yeah, it is. As long as you got it in the right position, it's easy and it's much easier, man. Got to go up to school. Yeah, I'm not going to take his. I'm not going to go do that, man. I'll see him at the end of the day. My wife took the other car. I usually got another car. My wife took that car, and I got a third car out there that I just need to get repaired. Man, I can't wait for that fight either. You're not lying. Hey, Katia Orlando with the pauses, man. Who used to do the pauses all the time? There was another somebody used to hit me with the pause all the time. Can't remember who it was who used to hit me with that pause all the time. Kimber 4509 said, any truth to that boy giving Crawford that work and sparring? No. I don't know, rather. I don't know if there's any truth to it or not. Couldn't tell you. Rick 10 said, Fanon, that is excellent to hear. Sweating is so important and healthy to do. Yeah, man, I'm about to bust the sweat out on this bike, man. And once I get done with this other stuff I got to do. Yeah, up to 3 miles every morning before work. Oh, okay, for real? That's what's up, Fanon. Keep it going. Yes, sir, man. I got to. I was like, I've been doing it like 4 days a week. I'll get it. I'll do it. I'll do more, but I know it's right there. I'm doing it. I got it. It's sitting there. We'll get it done, man. Tigger said, I run every single day. Cardio is heart's best friend. I know that. Bud's whole second stint at Top Rank was a duck. What do you mean Bud's whole second stint? Did he have a second stint at Top Rank? He had it. What was his first stint at Top Rank? I didn't know he had a stint at Top Rank. A second stint at Top Rank. Oh, wow. Prayers for Turkey. Massive earthquake. Apparently, oh, man, that's unfortunately. Yeah, oh, yeah, he resigned. Oh, okay. If you meant that. Like, it never ended. He just resigned. Yeah. I mean, Bud's welterweights fight sucked. Pretty much. Bud's welterweights fight suck. He's just not had a good time at welterweight. It's just been one big, hopefully we can get something type of situation, man. Other than that, man, you can really take you can take it. Hey, man, by the way, man, shout out to John Bowie. I haven't seen you today, brother. I hope you're feeling well. What's good to John Bowie? Let me shout out to John Bowie in the bill. I don't even know if you're here, brother, but what's going on, man? Get your daily gong. I know you got that COVID, so I hope that you're doing well, man. 7.5 magnitude. Wow. Yeah, somebody, man, they dropping a bomb in the middle of the ocean playing around. Yeah, he ducked all the PBC fighters and re-signed to Top Rank. Yeah, he could have went over there and he didn't do Top Rank. He didn't. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. Upper Echelon said, actually, Bud's career sucked. He can't pick the 140 champs he beat, but he hasn't fought no one. Yeah, he can't pick the fights at over 2K estimated pass. Oh, man, that's terrible. Ooh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Man, what's wrong with you, man? First of all, truth. Why do you care about what I do with my backside, brother? That's highly suspect. Second of all, I eat a lot of greens. I don't have that problem, man. Try spinach and kale. Try spinach and kale, man. Try spinach and kale. You'll be all right. Try some X-Lax, brother. Oh, it was 2 earthquakes? Oh, wow. Okay, I'll check that out, man. I'll check that out. That's unfortunate, man. Yeah, that's King. You know what it is, what it is. I call them all RuPauls. They're all RuPauls. Uh said my ex-wife had to do it once, couldn't stop laughing at her. Hey man, how about some greens? Eat a lot of greens, man. And drink some cranberry juice. Uh say like what are you asking me that for, man? No is the answer, but I'll answer it. No, I'm not. That I do not have a problem with that. Uh you say, man, G man, yeah, they're real funny out here, man. These dudes are real funny out there, man. John Boy, the man, the myth, the legend, all day, man. Prune juice. Yeah, that's what I meant. Some prune juice and some greens, some cabbage, stuff like that, bro. Things like that, man. You know what I mean? Things like that. Metamucil, yeah, it'll help you out, brother. Even though I think considering what RuPaul does, that if he's got a problem with that, there's something serious. Maybe there's too many things going there, messing up your bowels. Anyway, Rick Tim said, I salute John B. Indeed, a speedy recovery, but I have a question. Why do most folks who catch COVID have the vaccine and boosters, and most of us who never took the jab never caught it? I can't speak on that, man, but I think you're probably in good health and you have a good immune system. I'm not doing that. I got jabbed once. I'm not getting jabbed again because I caught it afterwards. First of all, I think I had it before. Okay, I think I had it before, but anyway, I got it because I was supposed to get it, and then after that, I caught it where I know I caught it, and now I'm like, bro, I caught it twice. I'm done, man. I got natural immunity now. Like I caught 2 variations of it, man. I'm all right. If my body, you're not going to put it in my body. I'm done with that. The Antichrist is supposed to come through. Turkey maybe got, oh man, oh no. It's already here. Anyway, yeah. Corn, your body can't digest, pushes it all out. I took the jab and still haven't caught it. Oh, that's what's up. Anyway, man, it is what it is, man. Look, man, let's try to get back on boxing. I'm gonna take a pause real quick before we can get this conversation back to boxing. Yeah, prune juice, something like that. Just it is what it is, man. I don't want to have any long conversations about that. It is what it is, man. All throughout my life, there's always been something. You know what I mean? There's always been something. Constantly some new scare like that. Always. I mean, my entire life, man, and I've been over 50 years. You know what I mean? Anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, man, let's get back to this. I got it kind of distracted. Unknown death. Will we talk about how it will be shadow banned and demonic? I mean, look, bro, I just don't want to talk about it, man. It's not that type of channel. Upper echelon, really. So anyway, I want to take my hat off to Andre Ward. That's something else. I don't know if I've talked about that yet. While we do this last little bit of time, we do last little bit of time on the channel today, or at least for this live stream, man. Because I really do support. I really do appreciate you guys supporting me, man. Oh man, much love. Keys to the Game Boxing Channel said, "King of the Blue, good stuff today, Fanon. Thank you, brother." Don't read that, Fanon. Okay, no worries, bro. Thank you. Much love in that super chat, brother. It is what it is, man. I got my own view about all of that stuff. And man, if I had a different type of channel, I would do it. But, every time I think about doing that type of stuff, man, there's just so many trolls. God, there's a lot of y'all weasels out there. People that want to kick, just want to kick you, just want you to be their dog to kick during the day. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it is. I don't know if that's ever been, I don't ever know if that, I don't know if that's ever not been the case. But look, man, I'm about to bounce up out of here, man. I wanted to just say thank you guys so much for all the support you guys have given in the chat. Thank you guys for chopping it up with me in boxing about this boxing. I will definitely be back tomorrow, God willing, so we can do it again. Make sure you guys are here around 8 o'clock in the morning. Cause we light skinned. Is that what it is? And make sure y'all go check out Nonito and Rachel Donaire. They got really good stuff. They say, yeah, Ward called out ESPN panel on Canelo. Yeah, that's what's up. Upper echelon. He said Andre Ward really finally green nuts. Hey, I'm just telling you, man. First of all, I've always have a lot of respect for Andre Ward. I've always had a lot of respect for Andre Ward. A lot of respect for Andre Ward. Anyway, there's a segment of folks who will never catch it. They form vaccines. That's why. Okay, yeah, it is what it is, bro. I've had it like 2 times, bro. So, like, that's it. If I got to keep, if I keep catching it, if I've catched it, if I caught it twice, and you stuck me, what do I need to be stuck for again? I'll catch it again, and you stuck me. So no, thank you, bro. Anyway, it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Y'all have a great day. Deuces.